So y'all, I know I'm late with this second episode. I don't even do reviews. I don't do reviews. I don't do reviews. But I had to come and say something about this, okay? But before I get into what I gotta say, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Press that notification button so you can be the first one to get the video, okay? So you don't have to wait. And to make sure you get the next video, the next vlog, the next project, whatever I got going on, subscribe to www.bellaminded.com. Okay, now let's go ahead. So let's go ahead and get into this. What is this, like the third episode of Condoleezza Rice and Lawrence? I know her name Condola, but you know, I'm not gonna lie, Condola getting on my nerves. Condola is getting on my entire nerve. Okay, I love you, Condola. Great actress, by the way. I feel like the fact that you aggravate me speaks volumes to your acting abilities, skills, talent, gift. Okay, but nonetheless, it's a little Aggie. It's giving Aggie a little. If you don't know, go and watch the Insecure series, because I'm not going through the whole timeline. I don't have time for that. But I will let you know, Condola, I don't know what she was, to be quite honest with you, who is now pregnant by Lawrence. That was for Lawrence, whatever this is. That's what it was. That's what it was given. Here's the problem. I don't know if y'all remember, but I remember last season Condola, she had said that she didn't want nothing serious with Lawrence. Do you remember that? That she was having fun, but she just recently got divorced or separated. That's what I had remembered. You know, I had remembered that. I keep notes. So if I'm wrong, then I'll come back and change my whole theory and perspective about Condoleezza Rice. But if I'm right, it's this one. This the video. Got with Issa. She tells Lawrence she's pregnant. Fast forward. Now we're here in the 5th final season, and Lawrence gets a message that the baby is born, and now he goes to the hospital. They already named the baby's name, Elijah Mustafa, and they gave Lawrence the last name, I guess, Walker. And the mother was in there. Like, when he walked in the room, the sister was sitting on the bed with Condola with the baby. The mother was on the other end, and they was just kind of giving, you know, that it was like that stereotypical black woman. They ain't no man. Men ain't shit, and because my daddy wasn't shit to my mama, niggas I date wasn't shit to me. And this is just what the vibe is giving. I'm not saying it's what it is, but this is what it was giving. Like, Well, she say you ain't working. She said you are not working. Thinking like this is what Issa's trying to do. This is how things are going to unfold. So then they kind of was like, oh, you finally show up. Like, that's the vibes. Basically, they were trying to get on the same page with stuff. Condola didn't trust Lawrence. She don't want Lawrence around the baby because Lawrence wasn't there throughout the pregnancy. He's frustrated because this is first time being a father, but he's not being as present as he should be. Now I'm going to say something to y'all because, you know, I was a single mother. And what bothered me was something Condola did. He asked about, you know, well, are you just, I guess, planning stuff without him? And, you know, ever since I told you I was pregnant, you was like, keep me posted. That bothered me. Because it was like, well, what did you want him to say? Oh my gosh, oh man, like, what you need me to do? What, I'm gonna be there for you. I'm gonna do everything for you. What you need, I'm gonna rub your... I get it. I know right now somebody in there.
That's what he supposed to do.
Here's the reality of situations. It's like you can't control anybody else. The only person you can control is yourself. Yes, where certain things may be morally right, a nice gesture, That does not mean that that's something that person has to do. Feel like you're with somebody, y'all broke up because you said you didn't want anything serious. And then you pop up after he's moved on and got into a relationship and you're saying you're pregnant now. Now he's supposed to just immediately know how to transition. I'm in a relationship, but now I got a baby mama with my baby on the way. How did you think that situation was going to work out? Like, how involved while you were pregnant did you think he was going to be? Maybe some other person or some other guy would have been like, hey, I know we're together, but this is my pregnant baby's mother, and you know I'm going to be there at her beck and. That's not your husband. That's not your boyfriend. Y'all not in a relationship. So I'm just saying, be realistic on what to expect. Like, to expect him to nurture you while you pregnant, that might not happen based on y'all situation. That might not be the case. As a woman, open your mouth and speak and say what needs to be said. Like, we tend to have this thought process as women that men are supposed to be able to read our minds. And I can't even say men, I can't even say women. I think people, period, because I feel like that's the same issue. I say that all the time in regards to my husband. Like, men shut down a lot of times and they don't express their feelings, and I can't figure out what's going on in your head if you don't talk and tell me. If Condola needed more from Lawrence, then she was going to have to verbalize that and speak on exactly what she needed. Not like he was like,
wait, hold on, you said you might be pregnant.
Yes, and you the dad.
Not by me, bitch.
He didn't say he wasn't going to be there. He said, keep me posted, keep me updated. That was at your time when you had to get out your feelings and verbalize what you need as a mother to that man.
Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking. Let's rock.
Just to assume because you're pregnant with this man's child that he's going to have the know-how to transition and navigate through having a baby with someone who doesn't want to be in a relationship with him. It might be a disconnect there. Same time, you know this man in a relationship with somebody, then you're going to have to know it's going to be some compromising you're going to have to do. If you invite him to come to the doctor's appointment, he might say, I want my girlfriend there with me. These are things you have to consider and understand when you have a baby with someone you are not in a relationship with and married to. It makes things very, very iffy, sticky, and uncomfortable. It's great to verbalize and communicate and say what you need, because when you don't and just assume somebody's supposed to naturally know, we gotta kind of put our big girl panties on and say what we have to say versus just sitting there sitting on stuff and then feeling victimized because we feel like this person should know when in reality they don't know. I just wonder if she expressed to her mother and her sister that she in fact did tell Lawrence she did not want to be in a relationship with him. Because I feel like they're taking the approach like, you ain't shit, you wasn't around, as if this was like a deadbeat and just ghosted her. And another thing that bothered me too is with Condola, what was weird to me is, how is it that you're not ready for a relationship and to be serious with, but you're ready to have a baby though? You laying up with this man like y'all like in a real relationship. You inviting this man around your friends and your close loved ones and stuff. You're hanging out with him like he your man, but yet you don't want a relationship and you're not doing anything to cause yourself from not being in very serious situations because you claim you don't want to be serious. That's a little touch and go for me. We gotta start saying things and not aligning with the things we say. You say you don't want something serious, and somebody who don't want something serious, you darn sure ain't gonna get caught up with no crumb snatching. You will not get caught up raising a child for 18 years with somebody you don't want to be serious. It's just a lot of questionable things for somebody who's supposed to be sitting in the position of being responsible. Now, saying all of that, listen, we all make mistakes. Made quite a few over and over again because I ain't learned that damn lesson he kept trying to teach me. So I had to keep learn it over and over. However, once you learn that lesson, you align yourself a little differently, and you're gonna be out here in these streets looking all kind of way. Even when she didn't trust Lawrence or whatever, she should have had that discussion with him. But also, the problem is we don't make room for the father to have that connection. We have to make space and we have to make room. You can't just, this is the way I want it to go because I'm the mom, and then get mad because the father isn't active or isn't as involved as you would like him if you're not making room for him. It may be certain things that he's a little more lenient in his house than you are, but you're gonna have to let that ride because that's that man's house and that's what he does. Now, of course, because I'm already about to, let me drink my water before I say it. Because I already gonna have somebody, father or a man, that you feel is not gonna have their best interest, is not gonna be safe, and you don't trust them like that, then honey, you might need to question why you laid up with him. Because if you don't trust him with your child, then there's no way we should have been trusting him with our pocketbook, if you know what I'm saying. There's no way. I'm not coming off judgmental because I've done things a time or two too. I had a baby by a man who told me, he couldn't have kids. But I can own that. I own that stupidity. That stupidity is all mine. And I owned it and I learned from it. So all I'm saying is take accountability. We just here trying to take accountability, sis. Because when we take that accountability, we have to be like, that's what I did. That's how I messed up. That's what I need to do to fix it. I got it. Won't happen again. Boom. And we just out this piece, and we grown, and we growing, and we flourishing, and we glowing. Oh. The whole point about it is you have to own your stuff. And there are many things that I can discuss about Lawrence and what he did, and it's the typical things, because a lot of times when it comes to these situations, we usually call out the men a whole lot on what the men do. But I think it's very important that we speak on things that we can do better as women or baby mothers and stuff like that. Just make space and make room and communicate. We can't expect these men to just read our minds, especially if we ain't in a relationship. Listen, they can't read our minds when we in a relationship. So imagine you trying to co-parent and y'all not in a relationship. Like, come on, that's a whole lot. Who has that time? Who has that energy to be doing all of that? When we can just simply verbalize, communicate, and talk and say what it is that we need to say. Now, I understand you ain't gonna agree on everything. However, at the end of the day, if you put the child first and say, you know what's best for my child? The child is going to win no matter what. Condola was playing a lot of games. Condola was playing a lot of games. She was playing a lot of games. However, I do feel like once Lawrence found out he had her pregnant, and because that situation was so I honestly feel like he should have stepped back from Issa for a minute and not try to string Issa along in the process. I felt like he should have got his bearings and got himself, had a foundation of what it is he was going to do. But those are things that should have been sat down and discussed, and those are things that he definitely should have discussed with Condola. But we play a part as well. But that's just my thoughts, my little piece on Condola and Lawrence on the Insecure season 5 episode, I want to say 3. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. But y'all tell me what y'all think. Do you think Condola was tripping, or you think she was justified? You think Lawrence was tripping, or you think he was justified? Or do you think they both was right? Leave them comments below. Tell me what you think. And I see y'all on the next time. Peace, blessing, and manifestation. Bye.